You remember when I used to tease you about being single? I used to tase you about it. Chase you. And you run. Stop it. You can stop running now. Take a breath. Mint, take a breath, Mint, please. Thank you. I've been teasing you all these years. I understand now, okay? You're single because you have standards. Very high standards, might I add. Like you wouldn't take a bag of chips for some sex. You wouldn't take a half-used bottle of peanut oil. This one you wouldn't barter a humidifier for a hug? No? A bag of trail mix maybe for a touch? Not even a little spooning for a toaster? Oh! This is why. Well, that, the toaster and the chips, is exactly how hundreds of Chinese men had paid for what they thought was a discreet, steamy, intimate, romantic encounter with what looks like the colossal version of Edna Mode. The bill? A grocery list. What a deal. A bargain, really. Until it came with a leaked video of you mid-embrace. Oh! Spiraling through social media. Decimating your reputation. Like a B-roll clip from TMZ. Hundreds and hundreds of leaked videos filmed without their consent. 1,691 men, bestie. You couldn't fit 20 men in that room. This room. You don't want to fit 20 men in your room. Anyway, that's a town. That's a village. 250 men, according to police, were filmed. Result? Total carnage. Okay, destroyed relationships, social death, criminal charges, and TikTok tier lists debating which victim was their favorite. I don't know, I didn't really like him in clip 83. Yeah, I agree. I think he did so much better when he came the first 36. Bestie, this shit shook society so hard. There are university papers on this, on ResearchGate. There are studies about this. This isn't a Black Mirror episode. This is Sister Hong. This is the face that convinced all the guys. The new bombshell that entered the villa. This is it. This is the bomb. Y'all down bad, for real. All down bad. It's like a face-painted Dora the Explorer. His name is Zhao. He's a man who put on a wig, a skirt, and edited his voice. And that was enough. That was visually enough, at least for 1,691 men. Combined with the emotionally nurturing sort of role he played, where he offered warmth, affection, and his home. The men thought they were entering a weird but harmless barter. Bring a rice cooker, get intimacy. What they didn't realize, though, was that the real transaction was not intimacy for snacks. No, it was their bodies for content. Because Mr. Hong was not trading affection, okay? They were building an inventory, compiling hundreds and hundreds of videos. Every encounter was secretly recorded on the phone propped up behind his dirty sink. Please get that polished, by the way. Recorded and turned into viral, sellable media, all without their knowledge. Viewers of the content were then allegedly charged 150 yuan, which is about $20, or front row seats at somebody's humiliation. And of course, once this went public, like, what do you think was going to happen? Of course, it exploded. TikToks of victims all over the place. You have definitely seen these videos on your For You page. Don't tell me you have not. The little skirt, everything. It's all over every social media at this point. TikTok of a girl crying over finding her boyfriend among the guys that visited Sister Hong. They're just crying to each other. I don't know why we're seeing this online, by the way, but okay. Dude gagging at Sister Hong's breath. Have a breath mint. A fitness influencer who visited her like 3 times, by the way. He got doxxed so bad, he begged people to stop, and he had to leave the city. And others ranking victims like it's Love Island. Oh, a new leak! A new bombshell enters the villa! You know? People picking favorite victims, bestie. Sister Hong sleep, Sister Hong sir. No, he didn't. Zhao filmed people without their consent and spit out their bodily fluids like a mukbang channel. The only thing Zhao served is a prison sentence, which he did, by the way. So let's talk justice. We all agree that what Sister Hong did was wrong, right? We know it's a crime. What they did was they filmed people without their consent and leaked those videos for their own personal profit. Still, there's an interesting take online, a sentiment that's calling Sister Hong a vigilante, a hero of some sorts. Good on you for exposing the cheaters. And there is a certain poetic vengeance to it, right? Like, you have to admit there is a certain poetic vengeance to it. You walk into a place knowing you're committing a wrong, you're cheating on the partners that you have at home, who some of them have kids, by the way. It's like karma, divine justice, almost. I say almost because it's not really justice, it's more revenge. And this revenge was coming from Sister Hong on behalf of these partners. So it's interesting to think, like, if it's justice or not. Let's explore the thought. I think, in our heads, those cheating victims are not victims at all, right? They deserved what they got. They were going into something knowing that they were doing wrong. A moral violation, which is cheating. And we justify, in our heads again, Sister Hong's leaked videos to those specific individuals who were cheating because we see the legal violation as a response to their moral violation. Hurt me, I'll hurt you more. It's revenge, right? It's not justice. So to think in terms of justice, I think we have to separate the acts. Treat each violation separately. Cheating violation deserves its justice, and crime Sister Hong committed also deserves its own justice, right? And the online conversation is always lumping these people together. Everybody in the videos, 250 men. Some of these men were cheaters, yes. Some of them were not. Some of them were students. Some of them were just single, desperate guys. But they were all filmed without their consent, and that is the crime, which they are all victims of equally, perpetrated by Sister Hong. And that's the line, 250 victims. 250 is not just a statistic. It's not just a number, okay? These are real human beings, each with their own life. Each case is different, and each deserves understanding before we cast our judgment, right? The conversation is not whether you think paying for intimacy is immoral or not. It's irrelevant. We're talking about a situation where two individuals were engaged in what one thought was a consensual interaction, only to be deceived twice. Once by the catfish, and second by the camera. One single guy, okay, just so you get like the level of humiliation I'm talking about here, was discovered in the inventory by his own mother while she was just scrolling through social media. She was like, that's the kind of social death and humiliation we're talking about. Social death in the context of that society where that's absolutely not okay, unacceptable. And please, the sight of this poor girl finding her fiancé on that list is gut-wrenching. What is this whole thing? What is this? See, y'all disgust. This is me saying I don't catch. I'm not judging you, but what the great one? That's disgusting. Does it excuse exploitation with the leaked tape? In the lens of revenge, it does. But in the lens of justice, it does not. Justice only works if you can hold multiple truths at once. You're thinking it. How did so many guys fall for this? You know, that thought is in your head. The loudest question in your mind right now. And the viral quote from one of the men answers it very nice and clear. Since I'm already here, I might as well finish, he said. Okay, that's desperation. Some men said some very interesting stuff that raises a few questions. They said it wasn't the physical intimacy that drew them in close, but Sister Hong's kindness. I struggled to wrap my head around it, so I dug deep into society, and it got even more complicated. This is not the kind of thing we would see in every society with Sister Hong and what happened. China is not liberal on the intimacy front. Okay. That, combined with the fact that there are about 35 million more men than women in China. Apparently, it has the world's most gender imbalanced population, the farthest skewed population on Earth. So there's a whole lot more men than women. There's 35 million more. And research suggests that many of these men would turn to the black market. Black market intimacy. And this imbalance has placed immense pressure on men to marry, which leads to a phenomenon that has a name in Chinese, Changnan, leftover men. You're just one of them. You're gonna be one of them, the lonely, the 35 million that won't be able to have a partner within China. And Sister Hong's business plan. Genius. No money, no charges, just gifts. A toaster will do. Can't do a toaster. A bag of chips. Literal articles on loneliness in China. Loneliness not in the same way we think of like male loneliness epidemic. No, it's not the same. It's not where there are options but you don't pursue them. It's there are no options. You have to go look abroad, I guess. And if you can't go look abroad, then you're The involuntary loneliness of being a man. There's literal articles, guys. So they crack. Yes, even the attractive ones. A lot of people were asking, how do these dudes not... Yeah. So while the thought of going to somebody's place, being so unattracted to them and thinking, well, I'm already here, I might as well, is very off-putting to you, which is understandable. It's off-putting to me, okay? But it's important to understand why there are so many, hundreds of examples of this. Some cheaters risking their partners, others innocent. Justice is knowing the difference. Cheating is wrong. Non-consensual filming is also wrong. Both are true. Sister Hong is not a hero, okay? And the villain? We're the villain! All of us. We're all the villain. These videos, the leaked videos, nobody reported them. Everybody watched them. The platforms did nothing. Is that your leaked corn? Everybody come look! Everybody! This is what happened. This is why in this video you're not going to see any of their faces. Okay. Unfortunately, the only face you get to see is this bombshell. That face with the tan line. Watching those leaked videos, I think, is part of the issue, right? Like, we're watching somebody's trauma. We are propelling it. We're not just viewers, we're the engines to this disaster. The best thing to do is not to watch any leaked content. Don't share revenge corn. Respect people's privacy, bro. Just respect people's privacy. Sister Hong's funny because it's ridiculous, okay? But the more you look into it, the less funny it gets. Because right now there's literally an open investigation on whether he had posed a public health risk. It's serious stuff. If he is found to have purposely transmitted infections to these people he had filmed without their consent, the punishment is severe. It's not just a scandal, this is a warning. Don't put your health into somebody else's hands. Y'all protect yourselves, okay? Don't bring cooking oil to a stranger's apartment. But I want to open the conversation to you. I'll hand you the mic. Okay. Do you think Sister Hong is a hero, a vigilante, a justice warrior for the cheated on? Or do you see a predator, someone who weaponized deception and turned people's private moments into their own profit? Also, do you think these men were victims? If yes, would you feel differently if one of them was maybe your partner? I'm asking you these questions because I feel like these moral questions are what shape the way we understand justice. I believe there's a difference between revenge and justice. You know, all wronged parties deserve justice for the actions that they were wronged by. And just because revenge feels right doesn't mean it is right. Justice is about accountability and revenge is about anger and relief and ego. Interesting rant that has nothing to shut up. This scandal may feel distant to you. May it seem absurd, okay? But it does reveal a few things. It tells us about the way we view shame, consent, and the way we treat each other online, okay? And that is, despite the scandal feeling distant to you, that is terrifyingly close to you. Okay? Woo! Good talk. What the fuck is this video even about? It's about Sister Hong, bro. Sister Hong. Why does this keep happening every time I say Sister Hong? Did you notice? Every single time I said Sister Hong in this video, this happened. Sister Hong.